If you're wondering how I got here, I never even knew this place existed in Mexico. Whenever I thought of Mexico, I used to think beaches, Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, and that was it. And do you notice that every time Mexico is featured in movies, it's always in sepia tone? So when I got here for the first time here in Guanajuato, I was pretty surprised. Some friends of mine, Nat and Jody, were house sitting on top of this hill here, and well, on the other side of town, and invited me to stay for a couple weeks, maybe even a month, because they knew I was trying to write a book. So I said, okay, yeah, I'll do it. I got here and I was blown away. I ended up, instead of 2 weeks, I ended up staying the entire 6 months. Thankfully, I was working online and I could do it. So, fast forward to what, 5 years later, maybe even 6 years later, I'm here living in Guanajuato, and it's been a fairy tale story ever since. But one of the things that I wanted to share was because the reason why I said yes in the first place to come here was because at that time I was having some major panic attacks. We were, I think, in the middle of COVID. So no, it wasn't 6 years, it was about 5 years ago. We were in the middle of COVID and things were just getting crazy, and I was having panic attacks. I wasn't sleeping, and I just needed time to step away. I was also caregiving for my parents. Thankfully, I have brothers and sisters that picked up the slack while I was gone for 6 months. But that led to me experiencing an amazing new reality and way of living. The fact that I could live out of the United States for much longer than I thought just opened up new doors for me. So I just got done visiting the ATM. By the way, if you want to get in shape and you have the ability to climb or walk up and down long hills, Guanajuato's the place for you. I just had to go to the ATM, and to get there I had to walk down the hill, and now I'm gonna have to go back up. But before that, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some red tacos for breakfast. Yeah, for breakfast. Red tacos with some meat and some onions, or not onions, mushrooms and frijoles, some refried beans. So, check this out. That's how the buses and cars get through Guanajuato. Most of the street system here is underground or in these tunnel systems, and also some come through here as well, as you can see, but there's not much traffic. That's the beautiful part, is like there's not a lot of traffic. So this is a walking city. Everyone just walks everywhere, and that's why a lot of people are in shape. Except for this guy. A few months ago, I just gotten so used to driving. I was driving everywhere. I would drive to go to the ATM, but no longer. So now I started walking everywhere again, getting my health back, getting my shape back, and it's been great. I've had everything I needed right here in town all along to help me get in shape, and I wasn't using it until now. So I'm back. Here we are, approaching Embajadores. It is a plaza, part of town that has a lot of really good street food. This is where Nesto and I get a lot of our food. There's a great place to get carnitas just in those markets right over there, and fresh veggies. But I like going to this little plaza here to do a little sightseeing, watch some locals, and just enjoy the view. It's just really quiet sometimes, but there are times where this place really pops off, and it's all about the parties, all about the fiestas, lots of music. So if you ever come and visit, if you're the type of person that likes extreme quiet, I'm gonna sit down for a second, extreme quiet, then Guanajuato probably is not the place for you, because this place is filled with celebrations. They find a way to celebrate everything and anything, and people are generally happy with little that a lot of people here have. They find ways to celebrate, to be happy. And if you're ever feeling depressed, ever feeling down about your own life, well, when I say that, I mean me. I say that to myself a lot. Whenever I feel like I'm having a bad day, or depressed, or just not happy with where I am in life, I just take a look around, because there's always someone in a position or situation that is also not great. And I appreciate what I have. My point is, for sharing that, is, a lot of people have been talking about relocating to Mexico because of the recent elections in the US. And I did a video about that last week. If you want to watch that, it's on my channel, my YouTube channel. A lot of people are thinking about moving here, but I don't know what kind of expectations that they have. A lot of people think Mexico is all about beaches and Cancun and tourism and all that stuff. But if you're choosing to relocate, you also have to choose to live like a local and not impose the American way of life onto the Mexican way of life. There's a lot of differences here. I think the differences are amazing, and it actually has helped me become a better person. But there are Americans that I meet that complain a lot about the way of life here. One being the sounds. There's always fireworks or music playing somewhere, mariachis. There's always fiestas. Again, there's dogs as well, street dogs. I find them beautiful. We actually adopted one of them. And yeah, there's a lot of things about Mexican culture that some Americans might not find convenient or comfortable. But I absolutely love and adore this culture. And for those who feel the same way, or for those who love other cultures and want to experience what the Mexican way of life is, you're going to fit right in. As long as you're a cool person, you're a good person, kind-hearted person, they're going to open up their arms and their homes to you and their communities to you, and you're going to experience something that you probably never experienced before. Because I know, when I first got here, I have experienced similar ways, similar values, because I'm from the Philippines and we're the same way in the Philippines. Mexicans do it another way. They love to celebrate. They love to welcome new friends. So that's my invitation to you. If you're one of those people choosing to relocate to Mexico, come with an open mind. Come without a fear-based mind because you're trying to escape a reality that you're afraid of. Come with a mind where you are coming here to experience possibilities, to experience new ways of living, and entering new communities that love to celebrate life. That's what I have for you. And if you're open to it, we do have a retreat called Relocate to Mexico here in Guanajuato. If you're interested in that, it's a 3-day, 4-day retreat where you come, live like a local, you speak to the locals, you speak to other expats about relocating. Because why would you pick up your life and relocate if you've never experienced life here? If you've never even been to Mexico, especially a town like Guanajuato. This is a hidden gem of Mexico. So inviting people here, I'm already like, oh, I don't know if I should do that because it's so beautiful here and I don't want it tarnished by people who just don't get it. I know that that's not you if you're still watching this video. Guanajuato is a beautiful place. It's a hidden gem, and it's one of those places where once you get here, you're going to want to protect it at all costs. That's what I have for you. If you're interested in that retreat, let me know in the comments or reach out to me on Facebook and we'll take it from there. All right.